Hello, my name is Lokendra, and today I am going to deal with a philosophical question that a lot of people deal with. Not a lot of people, but a lot of people. And the question is, especially a lot of Christians do use this in their philosophy, right? That good is absence of bad. Is good absence of bad? And this is fundamentally flawed. And the proof lot of Christians seems to give is, although it's not a proof, it's an analogy. It's just like the darkness is absence of light, in the same way good is absence of bad. But if we carefully examine, this is not true. Because, and the source of confusion lies in the analogy, good is absence of bad. In the analogy that darkness is absence of light. Because in case of good and bad, good is something when you do good out there, right? Bad is something you go and do bad out there. Suppose you are sitting minding your own business, let the world pass by. You are not being good, you are not being bad, right? Similarly, but you are sitting in a cave or something, you come out of the house, right? And stealing, that's bad. Charging money and not providing service, that's bad, right? But if you're charging money and providing service, is good? No, you're just being fair, right? But you are charging money and providing service more than you charge, that we'll consider good. Somebody in need of help, you're helping him, consider good. Not helping, consider bad. In this case, yes, not helping is bad. But in a lot of cases, if you do nothing to trouble anybody, it doesn't mean you are good. It doesn't also mean you are bad, right? So to be good and to be bad has to have some kind of action, correct? So being bad is also a potential. Same thing, being good is also a potential. A person is good means he has a potential to do good. A person is bad, it means he has a potential to do bad things, right? On the other hand, in case of light and darkness, darkness is not a thing. Darkness is absence of light, and instead of calling absence of light, you just start calling darkness and then say, see, darkness is absence of light. Darkness is increasing. A lot of people say darkness is increasing. Yeah, it's a convenient way in the language to say that light is decreasing. So instead of saying light is decreasing, you said darkness is increasing. But it's the same thing. Just gave a different name in a language. In a language, you give a name or a word to it. It doesn't mean that become a entity. It has no potential, right? So it is not a thing or a definition. So you cannot define a darkness because darkness doesn't exist. It's the absence of light, and you just gave it a name. Just another example we can give. Suppose I have a friend named Paul, and he's sitting with me in the car. So I will say I am sitting with Paul. But if Paul is no longer there, I will say there is absence of Paul. I am sitting with no Paul, right? I'm not sitting with Paul. I can say that too, right? But suppose I gave it a name tall. Absence of Paul is tall. Suppose a name I gave it. So I'm sitting with tall. So people will start thinking if tall is a thing which is there, which has, right, a personality and all. Similarly, so this idea that good is absence of bad or bad is absence of good is wrong. There are entities out there which are neither good nor bad, like fire. Fire is good or bad, we don't know. If the same fire which cooks the food is good, the same fire which burn your hand is bad, right? So what is good, what is bad is depends on how it affects a man, or individual, or a being, any kind of a being. So if a being is affected negatively, you call it bad. But something has to be there which affecting you, going, so saying that good is absence of bad is wrong in that case.